For a toy, this woman actually forced a mother to kneel in public. She assumed the woman was the one person the billionaire despised most, that by humiliating her mercilessly, she'd win his favor. Watching the mother and daughter struggle helplessly, she laughed smugly, ordering her henchmen to keep going until he arrived personally to settle things. But the very next second, the man truly appeared. She immediately rushed forward to claim credit, her face dripping with flattery, only to watch him sprint straight to that destitute woman, gently shielding her behind him with heartbreaking tenderness. She froze on the spot. The man she desperately tried to please, why was he acting like this? Before she could even process it, a single icy glare sentenced her to doom. Immediately after, the richest man in Jiangcheng arrived. Then came the head of the conglomerate. Top-tier lawyers showed up one after another. With just a few words, they severed all of the Su family's business partnerships. A single public statement doomed the Su Corporation to total ruin. One moment she'd been swaggering with arrogance, the next, she'd become the family's greatest sinner, collapsing onto the floor in despair. Just as the Su family teetered on the brink of annihilation, she launched one final devastating blow. That child isn't his biological son at all. Anyone can forge a birth certificate. Those words pierced straight into the man's deepest, oldest wound. 7 years ago, he'd been betrayed by this very woman, convinced she was greedy and heartless. Now she'd returned with a child of uncertain origin. Surely this was just another deception. His eyes instantly shifted from warmth to cold scrutiny. The fragile trust he'd just begun to rebuild vanished into ash. The little girl heard everything. Weakly clutching her mother's hand, she tearfully whispered, "I don't want treatment anymore. Please, don't let them insult you again." Faced with her daughter's heartbreaking maturity and the man's suspicion, she had no way to defend herself. Then, her rival poured salt on the wound, proposing they summon the doctor who delivered the child for an on-the-spot confrontation. The man agreed. This was her last chance. Soon, the doctor arrived. He recognized her instantly, his expression filled with emotion. What earth-shattering truth would he reveal? Could the misunderstanding from 7 years ago finally be resolved?